Good morning, students, and welcome to our class for today. Our lesson for today, or for this week, is review on pronouns. Now, we talked about review on nouns. We talked about review on verbs. Now, we're going to do review on pronouns. Now, some of you may have forgotten what pronouns is, so that's the point of our lesson for today. Okay, so let's go first to our topics for today. What are we going to talk about in this video? First, we are going to talk about, of course, what are pronouns. Unsa ang mga pronouns, and how to use pronouns, and then the types of pronouns. Basically, these three we will be talking about today. Now, let's go to our first topic. What are pronouns? Now, pronouns means for a noun and takes the place of a noun. Basically, pronoun is just the same thing as for a noun. So, and it takes the place of a noun. Without pronouns, written and spoken English would be very repetitive. Imagine, you keep on saying, you keep on saying the noun. Let's say, for example, the noun is Kwan. The noun is Gail. Gail is watching the TV. Gail wants to watch Netflix, but Gail's brother Johan is wants to watch Disney Channel. Gail shut off the TV because Gail does not want to watch Disney Channel. Diba? Kapoy, it's repetitive, balik-balik. Diba? Now, once a noun has been referred to by its actual name, once, another pronoun or a pronoun can be used to stand for its name. So basically, once we mention Gail already, then we can use the correct pronoun for Gail. Okay? So for example, Gail is watching the TV with her brother Johan. So we don't have to mention Gail again. Kaya naka-mention naman tang Gail once. So Gail wanted to watch TV with her brother. Oh. So, dili na ito pwede magsigit at balik-balik sa Gail. That's fine. Once is fine, and then after, we use or we utilize pronouns. Because once ganina maka-mention na ito of pronoun, once we mention a noun already, we can use a pronoun na dayon. Just to stand up for a noun. Mura sig representative ba? Kaysa balik-balikon nimo gamit ang word nga Gail in your sentence, you just use the pronouns for Gail. She, her, hers, so on and so forth. So, I hope nasabtan ninyo ang unsa ang mga pronouns, okay? Now, using pronouns. Now, every pronoun must have a clear antecedent. Antecedent is the word for which the pronoun stands. Okay? Remember that one. The word for which the pronoun stands, or ang noun na ihang gibasihan, is what we call the antecedent. Pronouns are useful because they make sentences shorter and therefore clearer. Look at the sentence. Morning, the same thing akong gi-explain ninyo ganiha. Rita loves playing the guitar. Instead of, naka-mention naman ta ana, instead nga balik ko na to ang she finds the guitar relaxing, we replace it with pronouns. So, she finds it relaxing. Therefore, they make sentences shorter and make sentences clearer. So, mas klaro siya. Kaysa balik-baliko na to ang Rita, balik-baliko na to ang guitar, then we can use pronouns just to substitute the noun. Okay? And this is where the noun, di ba? Unsa may antecedent sa she. Unsa may word nga gi-stand sa pronoun, it's Rita. Unsay antecedent sa it. The antecedent of it is the guitar. Okay? Now, I want you to see for yourself. Decide which pronoun should be used in the space provided. Gladys spent 3 hours shopping for a mattress because blank wanted to find a good one. So, unsa man? Gladys spent 3 hours shopping for a mattress because blank wanted to find a good one. What is the pronoun that we should use here? Okay, sige. Asa man ang antecedent? Who is the antecedent of this sentence? It's okay, very good. The antecedent of the sentence is Gladys. Therefore, unsa man ang ato ang i-pronoun ani? The pronoun for Gladys is she. Therefore, the sentence becomes like this. Gladys spent 3 hours shopping for a mattress because she wanted to find a good one. Okay? So basically, ingon ana ang paggamit sa pronouns. Now, let's go to the types of pronouns. Unsa ning mga types of pronouns? So there are 7 types of pronouns that we will be talking about today. So go with me. We will do this one slowly. If you do not understand, watch the part again para masabtan yun ninyo unsa ning mga types of pronouns. Okay? So the first one is the personal pronouns. Now, the personal pronouns represents people, places, or things. And these are the pronouns. These are the pronouns that we have. So, mao ni ang mga personal pronouns: I, me, we, us, you, then he, she, it, him, her, it, then they, ug them. So basically, nakita ninyo mura siya og gitable. Pero unsay pasabot ana? Unsay pasabot ana, Sir Kevin? Wala ko kasabot ana, Sir Kevin. Don't worry, I will explain it to you. So basically, personal pronouns have 4 aspects. Okay? We have the persons, we have the gender, we have the numbers, and we have the cases. So unsa man ni sila na? Ang persons, of course, ang point of view niya. So ang first person is the one being talked about. The one who is speaking, sorry. And then atong pronouns for the first person is the I, the me, the we, and the us. Kaapil man ang nagstorya. So the one speaking, so apil siya. So I, me, we, ug us. Apil man ta. So that's first person. The one speaking. Number 2. The second person is the one spoken to. Ang imong gistoryaan. Basically, the only pronoun for the second person is you. Okay? Next, the third person is the one spoken about, ang inyong gistoryaan. So this means the third person is not included in the conversation that you're having. That includes he, him. Wala siya labot. Kung labot pa siya, you or me. But wala siya labot sa conversation. So, we make it as he, him, she, her, it, they, them. They're outside of the conversation. They're not part of the conversation. That's why they are the third person. Okay? Next, we have the 3 genders. Basically, there are 2 genders plus 1. Okay? So remember that one. There are only 2 genders. We have feminine and masculine. Even English will tell you that there are only 2 genders. So, ang feminine, she ug her. The masculine, he ug him. And then ang neuter kay, it, they ug them. So remember that one. Ang neuter doesn't have any gender. So let's say for example, this laptop, kaning laptop doesn't have any gender. So it's a neuter. It's in the gender is in neuter. Okay? So let's for example Christmas tree. Christmas tree is a neuter because it doesn't have a gender. Okay? So that's our 3 genders. Next, we have the 2 numbers. The 2 numbers are singular and plural. Basically, that's it. Singular and plural. So we have I, me, you, he, him, she, her, it. And in the plural, okay, kato ng we, us, you, your, they, them, their. Okay? And finally, we have the 2 cases. The 2 cases are what we call subjective and objective. Now, the subjective is the one performing the action. Remember that one, ha? Subjective is the one performing the action. So, inyong gamiton ra ang mga subjective case. If you can see in our example here, naman ito yung mga subjective. Look back at the video na dito yung subjective case. So, sa subjective case, you're only performing the action. So, I am doing, you are doing, he, she, or it is doing, we are doing, they are doing. But you cannot say, me is doing, you is doing, him is doing, her is doing, it is doing, us is doing, them is doing. No, because these pronouns are in the objective case. And in the objective case, they only receive the action. Tigdawat ra sila sa action. So, for example, I gave it to you. Or I gave it to her. Di ba pwede nga, her gave it to me. Her gave it to I. Diba? Dili, it doesn't sound right. Therefore, you need to remember this subjective and objective pronouns. Okay? Remember, subjective pronoun is the one performing the action. Say, nagbuhat sa action, while the objective case is only the receiver of the action. Tigdawat rin siya, dili siya pwede mahimong subject of the sentence. Remember that one. The pronouns in the objective case cannot be the subject of a sentence. Kaya di makapwede mo ingon nga, us is doing the work. Diba? Doesn't sound right. That's why we only say we are doing the work. We'd use the subjective case. Di ba ta pwede maingon nga they have given he an award. Di ba dili? We say they have given him an award. So that's why it's important to remember this one, subjective and objective case. Okay? So basically, here are the examples of our personal pronouns. She gave them a guitar lesson. Di ba ta pwede mayon nga her gave we a guitar lesson. So basically, this is a play between the subject and the one. The subjective case and the objective case. And then you are going to ask an apology from him. Di ka pwede mayon ask an apology from he. Di ba? Him here is only in the subjective him is only in the objective case here. Oh. So you are going to ask an apology from him. Okay? Next. Nasabtan na ang personal pronouns. Okay? So let's go with the possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns show ownership and replace possessive noun phrases. And these are our examples for the possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, and theirs. Okay? So, basically, this example, this guitar is hers, and I am yours. Now, possessive pronouns are very easy, but you need to remember, be careful pagbantay. Now, I want you to look at the pronoun hers in both sentences. Only one is functioning as a true pronoun. Can you determine the imposter? Which one of these two sentences is the imposter na nagamit og her? Ayang her nga gamit dira is not a noun. It's not a pronoun. Okay, which one here? Pause the video and then play the video if you have the answer already. Okay, so asa man ang imposter ani? The imposter here is the second sentence. Her cookies are delicious because her there is now functioning as an adjective. And we will be talking about adjectives next time. I mean, our next lessons. But her there is only functioning as an adjective. Kay, whose cookies? Kinsa mang cookies? Her. So, basically, that's an adjective. Not the same with the first sentence, the cookies are hers. Kay, that is a pronoun. Kay wala man siya gisumpayan. Basically, nga anak siya. Wala man siya gisumpayan. So, the cookies are hers. Dili siya para atong second sentence nga, whose cookies? Hers. Nasa sumpay. So, that's not a pronoun. Okay, next. We go to our next pronoun, which is our relative pronouns. Now, relative pronouns link one part of a sentence to another by introducing a relative clause that describes an earlier noun or pronoun. So, iyang describe ang noun nga nag-una niya. So, examples for our relative pronouns. Kay relative, by the word relative, mag-show siya og relationship. Okay? So, our relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, that, and what. And this is how we use relative pronouns. So, basically, who, whom, ug whose, they refer to people. Remember this one, ha? Who, whom, ug whose refer to people, while that and which refers to things. Dili ka pwedeng maingon nga gamiton nimo who ug whom ug whose para sa mga butang. Okay? So remember that one, who, whom, and whose para lang sa tao, and that and which is for things. Now here's our example. Rita is the person who plays the guitar. So who there is ang antecedent sa who is si Rita. But sa second sentence, read the second sentence. Lynn is going to choose the option which benefits her the most. our relative pronoun there is which, diba? But the antecedent is option. Okay? So, option which benefits her the most. Okay? So, I hope klaro ra ang relative pronouns. They link one part of a sentence to another. Okay? Next is what we call the reflexive pronouns. Now, reflexive pronouns refer back to an earlier noun or pronoun in a sentence. So the receiving and performing of an action can apply to the same person or thing. Now, inside reflexive pronoun, remember reflexive pronouns, these are the reflexive pronouns, ha? Now, myself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves, and themselves. Now, reflexive pronouns are basically like mirrors. Mura siya o kanang samin. Kay basically, ako gihapon ang doer, ako gihapon yung receiver. Let's see the examples. Before we go to the examples, avoid these words. Their self, his self, ug ourself. That's not the correct way. Maura ni ang correct way kanang myself, kana sila maura na ang sakto na mga reflexive pronouns. Okay? Just like here. She taught herself. So, she taught, balik na ko, herself. Basically, that's a reflexive pronoun. Kung kinsa ang nagbuhat, who is the doer of the action is also the receiver of the action. Okay, remember that one. Who is the doer of the action is the same as the receiver of the action. So, she taught herself. They taught themselves. So, basically, it's just a mirror. So, kinsa man ang nipalit? Sila. Para kang kinsa nila gipalit? Nila. Diba? Basically, it's just a mirror. Okay? So, that's our reflexive pronouns. I hope nakita ni you know the different what reflexive pronouns are. Okay? Next, demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns function as subjects or objects in a sentence replacing nouns. So basically, mao ni atong 4 demonstrative pronouns: this, that, these, and those. So when you say this, that, layo, but singular, usara. This toy, that toy. These toys, those toys. Nasabtan. Okay? So basically, mao na atong mga demonstrative pronouns. Just like this one, this is my instrument, usara ka instrument. But those are Jack's shoes. So daghan iyang sapatos, umauna iyang mga sapatos kanang naa dira. Okay? So that's our demonstrative pronouns. Next. Now be careful. Be careful. Ani, let's find the imposter. Ani nga duha ka sentence na nagamit sila og these. Okay? But which one of these is an imposter? Meaning, dili siya pronoun. It's functioning as something else. Okay? Asa man be, which one of this one is the imposter? Is it letter A, these toys are mine? Or is it B, they have placed these on the shelves? The imposter is letter A. Very good. Letter A is the imposter there. Kay ang these niya, remember, pronouns can stand alone. Mura siya og nouns, di ba? Kaya of course, they are just nouns. Gi-replace rin nila ang noun. Therefore, pronouns can stand on their own. Dili sila kinahanglan nga naa sila sumpay. But here in our first sentence, naa sila sumpay. These toys are mine. So naa sila sumpay. Therefore, this is the imposter. And this is the real sentence kanang they have placed these, wala si sumpay nga noun, on the shelves. Okay? So I hope it's clear ra. So these toys are mine. O they have placed these on the shelves. And the imposter is these toys are mine. Good. Now, let's go to the next pronoun. Our next pronoun is our interrogative pronouns. Basically, interrogative pronouns ask questions. That's it. Ask questions and represent an unknown object or subject. So, mao niya ito ang mga interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which, and whose. Here's our sentence. Who is playing? Whose phone is this? So, basically, mao na ito mga interrogative pronouns. Now, lastly, our indefinite pronouns. Now, indefinite pronouns do not refer to any specific thing or person. Wala say specific thing or person, but takes the place of nouns in a sentence. Wala say klaro nga antecedent. Ana, basically like that. Wala say klaro nga antecedent. So, here, our indefinite pronouns, we have the singular, we have the plural, and we have both singular and plural. So, tanaw na to, the singular there. The singular, mao na to ang mga singular pronouns. Okay, so I hope you're taking down notes because those are our singular pronouns. And our sentence here is this one. Somebody is coming to dinner. So somebody there is functioning as a singular noun. Somebody, and then is coming to dinner. That's singular. I haven't seen anyone. Money functions as singular, but sa plural, mo na ito mga plural, both, few, many, others, and several. So if we use this plural indefinite pronouns, we need also to use plural verbs. So both are, instead of both is coming, kay duha naman sila, both are coming to dinner. Only few, daghan magyapon ng few, are joining us. So I hope you see the difference between the plural and the singular pronouns. Okay? So basically, mao na siya, both, few, many, others, and several. Now the next one may be singular and may be plural, depending on the prepositional phrase after it. Okay? Sir Kevin, wala ko kasabot sa prepositional phrase. Okay, don't worry. We are going to look at our example. So we have two examples here. Some of the dirt has become a permanent part of the rug. Some of the trees have been weakened by the storm. So let's go to the first example. Some of the dirt has become a permanent part of the rug. Now, after the sum, after aning mga indefinite pronouns nga both singular and plural, naani say sundan nga prepositional phrase. And the noun after the noun nga magsunod sa prepositional sa indefinite pronoun is the dirt. The first noun after the indefinite pronoun, ha? First noun after the indefinite pronoun. And the first noun here is the dirt. Therefore, dirt there becomes the noun. So some of the dirt, is dirt singular or plural? Dirt is, very good. Dirt is plural. Dirt is singular. Usara siya. So therefore, ang gigamit nga verb is singular pud. Has become. But here in our second example, ang ending sa prepositional phrase is trees. Trees is singular, plural. Very good. It is plural. Therefore, ang gigamit pod nga preposition, ang gigamit pod nga verb is plural. Some of the trees have been weakened by the storm. So basically, mauna ato ang mga indefinite pronouns. And don't worry, we will be talking about more of these, especially the indefinite pronouns, sa ato ang class tomorrow. Okay, so thank you for joining our class. Please make sure to answer the exit ticket, and see you tomorrow. God bless everyone.